guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I am back with yet another designer look for less. In these videos I will share some designer finds and where you can find a comparable and sometimes same item at a fraction of the price. So let's get right into it. Okay, so our first find today is going to be found over at Amber Interiors, and it is this Burnaby linen pillow cover. It comes in a 22 by 22 inch square. It's this beautiful, soft, checkered pattern and retails for $150. The Look for Less version can be found over at Target by Threshold, and it is a 20 by 20 inch square with that same checkered pattern in a neutral beige color and retails for only $30. These can make a great neutral base so you can use it all year round and just add in seasonal colors and pillows to complement them. But again, $150 versus $30 is a huge savings for very similar styles. Our next find is also from Amber Interiors. It is this absolutely gorgeous Seagrass ottoman. It is 26 by 26 width-wise and is 16 and a half inches, if I'm remembering correctly, in height and retails for $440. It is definitely a statement size ottoman. Those do come with a hefty price tag, but that one is quite high. Our Look for Less version can be found over at Target, and it is this Seagrass ottoman with a lid on it so you can use it for storage. And this one is 20 by 20 by 15 inches in height. So it is slightly smaller, but only comes in at $100. So it is a huge savings, and you can still get that same aesthetic look at a fraction of the price. Our next designer find can be found over at Our House. It is this absolutely gorgeous Pierre mirror. It normally retails for $699 and is presently on sale for $500 for Memorial Day. It is a 30-inch width by 42-inch height. It is gorgeous in color. It has lots of character in it and can add some warmth to a space while also having functionality. Our Look for Less version can be found over at Kirkland's, and I actually shared this recently in my recent home decor finds video. I picked it up myself. So the Kirkland's ones normally retail for $129 and is presently on sale for $69, which is a huge savings versus the Our House $500 mirror. The measurements are slightly different, and when I say slightly, I mean slightly. The Kirkland's one is 29 inches in width and 40 inches in height. So the width is only 1 inch shorter and the height is only 2 inches shorter. There are obviously slight color differences between the two mirrors. I'm actually planning on taking some antiquing wax to give it that aged detailing on like the crevices and such. And I'll be taking some rub and buff to give the overall hue of the mirror less of a champagne gold and more of that aged gold that we all love. But $69 versus $500 for nearly identical is just self-explanatory for you can still achieve a high-end look on a lower budget. It is absolutely possible. You might have to put in some work searching things, but that is why I make these videos to help share them with you guys. So our next find is going to be found over at McGee & Co. and it is this absolutely gorgeous Stoneware watering can. This is one of those items that while it is completely functional, it just looks so beautiful styled out too. So you could always have it styled in your kitchen if you have a screened in porch and you have some potted herbs or something. It's just a beautiful piece. Our Look for Less is going to be found over on Amazon, and it is the exact same item for only $20. So if you want to get the McGee & Co. look, but get it for less, you can head on over to Amazon and get it for nearly half the price, which is honestly amazing. So our next find is also from McGee & Co. and it is this absolutely beautiful Lafayette Floral pillow cover. It is a 22 by 22 inch square and retails for $108 and is actually presently sold out. I'm not surprised because the floral design is honestly beautiful. It's neutral in nature, but still has hues, soft hues of different colors. So dependent on how you like to style, you can pull different colors from it to be able to make it work in your space for the spring and summer season. Our Look for Less find can be found over on Etsy. And looking for the same exact 22 by 22 inch square, you're gonna come in at only $68. Etsy pillow covers are obviously a little pricier than Target. Target is mass produced. Etsy is an actual person and you're helping provide for their family. I always prefer to go that route. I'm still a sucker for Target pillows, don't get me wrong. They're nice and cheap, and if they're ending up on the floor, I won't really feel bad about it. But the savings are huge between the McGee & Co. and the Etsy one. And the Etsy one, I just love the floral pattern. Our next designer find is this McGee & Co. gardening tray. Many of you let me know in the last video, it's called a gathering basket. And thank you for reminding me because I literally was blanking out on it. I could not remember it. So this McGee & Co. gardening basket comes in at $78. It is definitely one of those newfound loves of a thrifted piece for designers to be able to style them on a kitchen island, on a dining table with some florals just kind of tossed into it for a more organic look. I myself actually just found one recently antiquing, so you could always do that too. But our Look for Less version can be found over at home stores, and it only retails for $40. The sizings obviously can vary, colors can vary. If you have an antique store near you, I think that's your best bet because you will still find something cheaper than the at-home one, and it will be more unique in nature. The at-home one definitely is that plasticky wicker. It's not a wood one like traditional ones are, so I would tend to gravitate more towards a thrifted one rather than the at-home one. But if you are looking for just a quick way to find something exactly like that, this is a great option. Our next designer find is this McGee & Co. black candle holder. It comes in at $38 and is just very simple lines, very clean looking. It's beautiful on shelf styling. You can put it on an entryway table, use it on a coffee table. And the Look for Less version can be found over at home. And I actually recently picked this up myself. This one is obviously gold, but you could easily spray paint it black if you prefer that color difference. I have heard from people that have both candle holders that the at-home one is a significantly sturdier and heavier one versus the McGee & Co. one. I don't personally own it, so I can't exactly say that, but I have heard that through the grapevine that the at-home one feels more substantial and is only $20. So you're saving nearly half the price. And our last designer find today is going to be this wooden object from McGee & Co. The reclaimed wood and found pieces are just really coming in a lot in designer spaces, and I am all for it. I love mixing old and new and giving more character to a space, and something that's a more curated look rather than something you can just get off of a shelf. So the McGee & Co. one for a size large retails for $36, and our Look for Less find can be found over at home. The size large for the McGee & Co. is the most comparable to the at-home measurements, but the at-home one comes in at only $16, which is a really great savings. This is one of those pieces you also might be able to find at an antique store, so definitely be sure to check that out too. But it would look beautiful styled on an entryway table, on some shelf styling, coffee table. You can leave it empty. You can put some dried artichokes or pine cones in the fall seasons. The possibilities are endless, and it's one of those timeless pieces that works all year round. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I sure hope that you enjoyed all of these designer high-end items and what their comparable Look for Lesses are. Leave me a comment down below with what your favorite find is. I was honestly shocked when I was researching for this video and saw that Kirkland's mirror with the nearly identical measurements to the Art House one. That like honestly like took me a minute to see that. So I was super excited to be able to pick that up for myself to share with you guys. And then I will be doing, as I mentioned earlier, the antiquing wax and the rub and buff. I will be sure to document it so I can share it. So if you guys pick this up and want to give it the patina and that more aged character that the Art House one has, you can do it to your mirror as well if you prefer. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video.